They created state-sponsored discrimination against transgender individuals who simply seek to engage in the most private of functions in a place of safety and security, a right taken for granted by most of us.
But there are many municipalities who have not passed.
Today, we are filing a federal civil rights lawsuit against the state of North Carolina, Governor Pat McCrory, the North Carolina Department of Public Safety, and the University of North Carolina. We are seeking a court order declaring HB 2's restroom restriction impermissibly discriminatory, as well as a statewide bar on its enforcement.
What about that?
Well, I think that the people who feel what this law does is inflict further indignity on a population that has already suffered far more than its fair share. This law provides no benefit to society, and all it does is harm innocent Americans.
I do not agree with their interpretation of federal law. That is why this morning I have asked a federal court to clarify what the law actually is. Now, I anticipate our own legislature, other private sector entities from throughout the United States, and possibly other states to join us in seeking this clarification, because this is not just a North Carolina issue. This is now a national issue, and an issue which imposes new law on every private sector employer throughout the United States of America with over 15 employees.
Do not know. My understanding is the Board of Governors is...
Ultimately, I think it's time for the U.S. Congress to bring clarity to our national anti-discrimination provisions.
I think it's a stall tactic. We already have guidance from the Fourth Circuit that a case like the governor's is not going to hold up. They've already said that you can't discriminate against LGBT people like that. So it's a method of politics for the governor to wait to come up with a solution. The only solution is the full repeal of House Bill 2, and he's potentially costing us $4.5 billion in federal education funding. That's irresponsible. We can't afford for him to be using today to play politics. I know it's a bitter pill to swallow to say that you made a mistake just a month ago, but this isn't President Obama's fault. It's not the city of Charlotte's fault. It's not the media's fault, and it's not PayPal's fault. This is Pat McCrory and the North Carolina General Assembly's fault. They have to clean up their mess. They have to repeal House Bill 2 in order to do that, and that has to happen this week.
We will watch with interest. Personally, I hope the president prevails.
The position of the North Carolina government has not changed. They're asserting that this mean-spirited law is somehow consistent with the Civil Rights Act and with our values.